So, welcome everybody. Another beautiful day on planet Earth. So we're just going to start seated and we're going to open our 8th chakra. So it has many names, but we're going to open it so we can step out of time. It's a really nice place to be. And then when we finish class, we'll bring it back up and then we'll be ready for the week ahead. Okay. It is something I do get people to do quite regularly at the Every Women circles. And we have done it in class, but it's so your 8th chakra, which is here. So we've got 7, which are more or less within the body, but they kind of sit outside of it. The majority of the field of the chakra sits outside, and then you've just got that little bit that goes in that connects to the nervous system. And then you've got the 8th one here, which is always been with you, will never cease to exist, holds all the information about your particular soul. And it comes in with you and it goes out with you, and we can bring information down from there. And then there's a 9th one, which is out of the energetic field. So remember I talk about the Dwadishanta, which is this field of energy all around us. Well, the Wiracocha is pretty much the same thing. It's just that we bring it out. And then there's a 9th chakra that is right above us, and there's only one 9th chakra. So we all share that 9th chakra. So there isn't really any other. And when we stop othering, we'll live in a place that's very peaceful. So bring the hands to the heart space. Just let the eyes close. Take a deep breath in. Have a sigh out. And again, deep breath in. Lovely. Last one. Good. Now I want you to set the intention to open your 8th chakra, so it's called the Wiracocha, over your entire body. So you're going to step out of time. So as you inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Good. Now push the palms up. Just take a little bit of time here. And even if you're not sensitive to energy, you might find that you can feel that there is a very subtle ball of energy up there. So if you don't feel it, don't worry. You can just imagine it. It still works. And as you push the palms to the ceiling, I want you to imagine that they're completely engulfed in this beautiful golden ball, which is your true self. And you're just going to spread it out a bit. Bring it all the way down very slowly, pulling this light all around you. So you're sitting in this huge ball of golden energy. Just let the fingers touch the floor so you completely seal yourself. Lovely. And we're going to roll down. So we're going to work with the earth chakras, which are the first 3, and then come up into the heart as well. So come down to the floor and bring the knees up. Cross the ankles. So we've been doing quite a bit of this recently. So just activating the lower 3 chakras from this movement. So as you exhale, let the knees move away from you. And as you inhale, draw them in. So you don't need to stretch them out too far yet. We'll do that in a minute. We're literally just on a physical level, releasing the fascia right down near the tailbone and up towards the lower back. Gonna start to take the legs a bit further away and just see what works for your back. So not to the point where the back becomes uncomfortable. So you've got to really use the tummy muscles here as you extend the legs away. Good. Bring the knees in. One hand on each knee. Let's start to circle into the hip socket. And really connecting to the breath. So you're taking this nice deep inhalation. Have a slight momentary pause at the top of that inhale and then nice long exhalation. Try to make the exhale just slightly longer. Lovely. Change directions. If you feel like you need to sigh out, then let the sigh be released. Lovely. Keep the knees together. We'll just warm through the back of the legs first. So hands to the floor, just down near the hips. And as you inhale, sweep the arms over and extend the legs up. Draw the toes towards you. And as you exhale, bring the hands back. Just simply bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Bring the hands to the right shin. Extend the left leg away from you. Push through the heel. And let the left toes draw towards the knee. Squeeze the knee in. And just keep squeezing the thigh in as close to the body as you can as you push the left heel away. So you get a stretch on the left leg as well as a release in the back. Good. And as you exhale, lift the head to the knee. Relax the shoulders. Inhale to lower. Exhale. So as you lift the head towards the knee, try to keep the heel anchored into the floor. And I'm going to take our left hand to the outer edge of the right knee, right arm out to the side. And as you exhale, come across, try to guide the knee as high up towards the left underarm as you can. Soften the right elbow. Nice deep breath in, lengthen the exhale. Really working into the breath, noticing any tension that you've got in the right arm, the upper arm, the shoulder area. If there's quite a lot of tension, then bend the elbow a bit more so that the heart space can release. Lovely, come back to center. Let both knees bend. So we're going to release the deep squeeze from our organs now that we did on the right side. So sweep the arms overhead. And as you inhale, push up into bridge. Exhale with a sigh. And stay there. Deep breath in. Feel the belly lift. And once more. Lovely. All the way down. Bring the right knee towards you. Extend the left knee towards you. Extend the right leg away. And really push the heel away, draw the toes towards you. Just have a few breaths here. So you're just allowing the top of the right thigh to stretch away. Squeezing the leg in on the left side as much as you can. And then when you're ready, exhaling, lifting the head. Keep the heel anchored. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Lovely. Now take hold of the knee with the right hand. Let's come across the body into the twist. Draw that knee up as high as you can. Soften the left elbow. Nice long exhalation into that squeeze. Releasing the tension that's in the visceral organs on the left side. So stomach, spleen, pancreas. They come back to center. Bend both knees again. Let's release any energy from that area. Take the hands overhead, push up on the inhale. Exhale with a big sigh. And again. Letting the belly drop into the visceral area. Lovely. And release. Bring both knees up. Exhale into coil. Hold that position. See if you can reach towards the outer edge of each foot. And as you lift the head and relax the shoulders, tuck the chin in and release the tension. Lovely. Keep the knees where they are, release the head. Cross the ankles, take the arms out to the side. So let's work into the dominance at the solar plexus. So I'm going to modify up. So just take the next position when it feels comfortable for the body. So we'll start here. Arms out to the side in line with the shoulders. Exhale the knees over and up towards the right underarm. Don't let them touch the floor. Try and keep the shoulder blades anchored. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees left, head right. And just keep going. Let that exhalation really draw the navel in as you move to the sides. So activating the second and the third chakra, cleaning out any stagnant energy in that area. Good. If this feels fine, uncross the legs. So you'll need to use the tummy muscles more as you bring the legs from side to side. Good. If you want something a bit stronger, bring the knees further away from you. So you're drawing a semicircle over the hips rather than up towards the shoulders. Good. Come back to center. Place the feet down. I want you to take the right leg and wrap it over the left. So if you've had hip replacement on the right side, you might need to do a softer twist where you're not wrapping. Okay, so you're wrapping all the way around, maybe tuck the toes under the calf muscle and then hop the left foot up as high as you can towards your hip, but keep it on the floor. And then as you exhale, drop the knees over to the left. So we go for a much deeper twist now. Use the left hand. So if it's too much for the hip, then you unwrap the legs and bring the knees as high up as you can. I want you to take your attention to your left shoulder blade now. So this twist starts to push upwards into the heart space. We're going to slide the left shoulder blade to the left. So you're much more on the inner edge of the shoulder blade, which is much nearer the spinal column. And then feel the twist going deeper in the visceral area. Turn the gaze to the right. Let the right elbow be soft so you're not pushing out. Unless you're able to, if you've got that flexibility in the thoracic, then a straight arm, but I always find a slightly bent one's better. Breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 6 or more. And actively draw the navel in as you exhale. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out. Lovely. Carefully come back up. Let's wrap the other way or just stack. Knees come over and up as high as you can. And then slide the right shoulder blade to the right so you're closer to the inner edge of the shoulder blade. Turn the gaze to the left. And again, deep breath in for 4. And exhale for 6 or more. Good. Come back to center. Take the feet down to the floor, knees bent, arms come over. Take a breath in, push up. Exhale with a sigh. Okay, now we're going to stay here and we're going to work with Pranayama. So we're going to build up that speed slowly to activate the solar plexus, the fire energy. So as you inhale, actively push the tummy to the ceiling. And as you exhale, actively snap it back in. So the breath gets pushed in and out. Breath stays in the nose now, both in and out. Inhale, push up a bit higher. Exhale, come down with a sigh. Bring both knees in towards you, squeeze them close and separate them so they're not being squeezed directly inwards, but slightly out to the side. Exhale into coil. Inhale to lower. Sweep the arms overhead. Push up on an inhale. Start the Bhastriki again. Inhale, push up. Exhale all the way down. Knees towards you. This time let's rock from side to side. And then if you've got any issues in the neck or the lower back, then just keep this motion going for a little bit longer. Otherwise, we're going to roll along the spine. Let the exhale take you back. And if that feels comfortable and you can get the toes tapped behind the back of the head, so don't worry if you can't. If you're just rolling and the feet are facing the ceiling, then that's good too. If you can take them back, leave the hands on the floor. Rock all the way up. Okay, so let's come round into cat. So if you need to pad up your knees, pad up your knees. So going to work with the core strength again to start with. So we're going to go right side. So we're going to go inhale, as if you're tapping your head, so you're looking up to. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Side waist muscles. Inhale. Exhale, come across. Inhale. Good, I'm going to keep the foot up like this now. Imagine you've got a ball on the foot. We're going to pulse. So pulsing isn't moving the leg like this. Okay, it's moving the leg like that. Pushing upwards. Good, let's step that leg through. Oh, the left hamstring relieved. So your choice with this movement. So you can either have a long triangle shape like this, or you can have a shorter square-like shape, depending on what you need. Bricks if you need them. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch. Start to pay attention to the breath now. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6 or more. And then at the end of that exhale, I want you to just pause in the stretch for a moment. So really using the power of the exhalation to let go. Notice how your hamstring's responding to this. They're coming up. Come to upright, so careful with the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good. Exhale, let's twist to the right. Cactus arms, bend the elbows. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now stay to the right and bring the hands like this. So you've got the left hand on the outer edge and the right hand into the sacrum. So we're just opening the thoracic in this twist a bit more. Let's try the right arm out behind us. Breathe. Good. Now let's try left elbow much further down, palms together. Good. Just notice how that feels. If it feels too much, then bring the left hand to the floor and the right hand to the sacrum. Lovely. We're going to release. Come back to neutral. We're going to do a double inhale. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out with a. Breathe in. Breathe in. Last one. Step back. Stretch out the back. Really walk the fingers as far forwards as you can. And then imagine you've got a huge grapefruit underneath your hands. And then stretch your bum back as far as you can to the sit bones. Sorry, to the heels, your sit bones to the heels. Breathe really deeply. Feel the breath coming into the armpits. As you inhale, come up. As you exhale, lower down. Hands directly under the shoulders, squeeze the elbows back and down towards the waist. And as you inhale, lift up. Cobra. Exhale to lower. Good. Bring the hands to the side of the body. Push the pubic bone into the floor. Inhale, lift up as high as you can. Exhale. So bringing some strength to the back of the heart space. Good. Now we're going to lift arms and legs. Exhale. Hands under the shoulders, push up and back. Ease out that lower back again. Lovely. Let's come back up. So we do the same sequence to the left. So we started with tiger ages ago. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. To do the 3 directions. Good, now come back up. Hold the ball on the ball of the foot. Ready? Pulse. Good, step it through. Oh. Inhale. Exhale. Go into that extended exhale again. Notice the difference in the sides. Really bring yourself to upright. Adjust the lunge to suit your back. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. And the other way. Good, we're going to hold to the left. Start with the hands like this. Left hand in the sacrum, right hand to the side of the body. Be aware of opening the heart space to the left. Maybe take the arm out. Maybe turn the gaze. So remember, you don't have to do any of these things. You can lie on your back, go to sleep if you want to. Just doing whatever works for your body today. Good, and if you want to go deeper, slide the right arm down, come into that reverse. Good, releasing. Inhale, 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 inhale. And again. Lovely. Let's step back into swan. Use your grapefruits underneath your hands. Lovely. Come back up. This time, bring the hands to the corner of the mat. Walk the knees a little bit further back than the hips so they're not directly underneath. So this movement is heart down, bum up. Okay, it's heart melt. Take a breath in. Exhale. And hold. Each time you exhale, soften the chest toward the floor. Lovely. Come back up. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, let's take it into down dog. Heel out the feet. Roll over the toes on the foot that you're bending the knee on. So you kind of start to move towards a plank movement. So if you want to go deeper, as you exhale, push the heel away and draw the body into a plank, but you don't put the knee to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. So you're rolling over on the front of the ankle as you come into plank. So you're bending one knee. So it's kind of like half between down dog and plank. It's not a full plank. Inhale, press both heels down. Exhale, bend one knee, come forwards as far as you can, but try to glue the calf muscle to the floor. So you're using the calf muscle to resist that full plank movement. Inhale, come back. Exhale. Just noticed how much your calf muscles really appreciate this. Oh, yes. Good. We're going to step through with the right leg. Wideish stance, warrior one base. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring them down the back. Try and bring them as far down as you can. Squeeze the elbows together. Extend the arms up. Exhale them around the back. Interlace the fingers. Roll the head of the arm bones back so you feel the heart space opening. Tuck the chin in slightly. Imagine you're trying to bring the hands right down to the top of the hamstring. And I want you to imagine you've got a little pencil here and you're going to draw a smile on your breastbone. Good. Now you're going to bring that smile up slowly so that you end up with a whoa, a movement parallel to the floor, or horizontal. Just really opening the throat chakra. So our heart and throat chakras are pretty much fused these days. So our energy body is evolving as we evolve. So these two chakras are really one, where we speak our truth with compassion. Good. Now, if you want to go a bit deeper, entirely up to you, we're going to come forwards to the inside. Let the head relax. And if you want to go deeper still, raise the arms up behind you. Bring the hands back, come back upright. Wiggle this front foot across slightly, straighten the front leg. Relax the hands, we're coming over into triangle. So if you need to bend the knee, bend the knee. If you need to use a brick on the right hand, use a brick. Imagine that your clothing line, so on my vest, I've got a seam. That's it, a seam, your seams. Your seam is rolling up to the ceiling. And give it an encouragement to roll up. So when you get that rolling motion, you should feel the stretch on the inner right leg and then maybe extend the arm. Maybe bring the arm in line with the ear. Good, now bend into that front leg. Step back this time into plank. Draw the tummy muscles in Remember, you can drop the knees if you need to. You can do a forearm plank if you need to. All the way down. Cobra. Inhale, lifting. Exhale. Last one. Push it back into swan, stretch out. Really use the fingertips so you can stretch through the front of the heart space in the underarms. Good. Come all the way back up. Exhale, down dog. Healing out the feet. So the next option, if you want to go a little bit deeper in down dog, is to inhale and raise the right leg. Exhale and lower it. Inhale and raise the left leg. And lower. Keep going. If you don't want to do this, then hold basic down dog, or you can rest as well in swan. So your choice. Good. Next time you bring the left leg up, then bring it through into a warrior one base. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, tip them down. Feel how in this position, because we're in a back bend, when we breathe, the diaphragm has to get pulled down. So it's very cleansing. So if you want to sigh on the exhale, do so. Good. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace them. Head of the arm bones rolls back. Bring the hands down as far as you can. Grab your pencil, pop it on your chin, draw a smile, and slowly let that line get wider so you end up drawing a really big smile. And your gaze ends up straight forwards. Lovely. So again, you can just stay here if you want to. You can raise your arms a bit more, or you can come all the way down. Good, bring the hands back towards the bottom, draw yourself back up. Shift this front foot a little bit further forwards to the right. Come over into triangle. So knee can be bent. You can use a brick at the side of the body if you need to. Roll the ribs towards the sky. Maybe extend the arm towards the ceiling. And maybe in line with the ear. Bend the front knee, bring yourself back into a lunge. Step back into plank. And lower. Forearms on the floor this time. Spread the fingers nice and wide, relax the bottom. And as you inhale, pull the spine forwards and up. So you feel the back muscles contracted. So make sure the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Otherwise, you can't really pull yourself forwards. Lovely. Now, I'm going to stage this up and stop when it feels enough for you. Next position would be feet up. Push the pubic bone into the floor. Notice how that feels for the back. If it feels okay and you've got no problems in the shoulders or the knees, reach back. And then push the ankles into the hands. Inhale. We're releasing. Push back. This time, let's stack our hands so we've got more release in the lower back. One potato, two potato. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale into down dog. And walk our hands and feet towards each other. And then slowly roll up. Okay, so hands, sorry, they're not your hands, are they? They're your legs. Legs, feet directly under the hips. And I'm going to modify up that's the side movement. Again, stop when it feels enough. So start with the easy movement with the hands on the hips. Breath in. Exhale. If you want a bit more, you move from the elbows, so you're kind of doubling the weight here on the back. Pull the tummy muscles in. And then if you want a bit more, extend the arm. Notice that the navel needs to stay inwards as you draw the body from side to side. So we're using our own body weight on that lateral movement to strengthen the waist, the tummy muscles, the back. Good, and release. Hands to the hips. So we're going to work with the hips in a balance. So look at your right foot, so your right foot, and bring it directly underneath the hip. And then soften the back of the knee. So not bend the knee, that's different. Soften it, so you're not locking out. And then lift the left leg. Lift it up. There's a big pile of bricks underneath your leg. You're going to take it over. And then lift it back up again. And then you might want to do this if it's easier. I find it easier to have my hands out. It's not very easy watching yourself on the screen as you do it. So really working into those lower chakras that give us the support. The first one is earth through the legs and Muladhara chakra. Second one, Swadhisthana, the fluidity of water, creativity in all its forms. And then the third chakra, fire, power. Lovely. And release. Give the other leg a shake. Oh, rub your glutes if you need to. Okay, then we go the other way. So look at the left foot, your left foot. Check where it is in relation to the hip. Soften the back of the knee slightly. Lift the right knee as high as you can. One more. It's great, these little exercises. You can do that whilst you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Just hang on a minute. Just need to do a bit of this. Feet a little bit wider. So we're going to squat. I'm going to modify up. And some of the movements you might not want to do or your body's not ready for it. So inhale. Exhale. Let's just start with a dip. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe dip a bit lower. And then maybe a bit lower. Good. Now continue with this if this is enough, or so this movement can also be done higher up. So I do encourage you to try it because it's really good for hip health. And then you'll eventually get to a point where you can go deeper and you can do. And then you can try keeping the hands above the head. Squeezing up. Let's try one more. Well done, everybody. Take your feet a little bit wider. So if you're just coming off your mats for this one, it's fine. Roll the toes in. Just come forwards. Head relax. Really press into the outer edges of the feet. Push the sit bones back. And then just move from side to side. One leg straight, one knee bent. Just working into the kidney channel on the inner edges of the leg. And then grab the hands and let them join, the arms join in. So you're drawing an infinity loop with the arms. Back to center. Slowly come all the way up. Step back to center. Come down to sitting. So we're going to do a shortened version of the morning breath, which we have done before. So you've still got your ball open. We can refresh it. Let's refresh it. So come up again. Bring a bit more of that light down. Lovely. So we're just going to go for 20 rapid breaths at the top and in the eighth and into the earth. So set the intention to amplify your energy field. Inhale, stick the arms up. Now from your belly, so it's a bit like a Bhastriki breath. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in and pulse the pelvic floor. Exhaling, hands come down to the heart space. Sit the hands behind you. Do the same mudra position, but now we're pointing the energy field to Mother Earth. Let's do 30 breaths. 20 is a bit short. Okay, so breathe in. Hold the breath in. Pulse the pelvic floor. When you're ready, exhale the hands up to the heart space. So it's as if we're joining this male-female energy at the heart. Inhale, sweep above again. 30 rapid breaths. Breath in. Hold and pulse. Exhale to the heart. Sweep round and down to Mother Earth. Deep breath in. Hold and pulse. Exhale to the heart. I want you to turn and come around into the floor. So we're going to do relaxation this way around today to start with. And we're going to bring our left knee up as high as we can. And then our left elbow touches the knee, if that's possible. Don't worry if it isn't. And we're going to use our hands as a pillow. There's something around about this shape is fine. It's a bit like recovery. Breathe. Breathing in for 4. Breathing out for 6 or more. As you exhale, feel that sense of total surrender into the earth. And as you surrender the body into the earth, just be aware of the support that the planet gives us unconditionally. So planet Earth is all of our mother. Without planet Earth, we wouldn't exist. Our bodies come from Earth and they'll go back to Earth. Allowing the breath to soften. And with your eyes closed, if they're not already closed, just bring your attention to the space between the eyebrows. enter the space inside your head and see it as already infinite, extending forever in all directions. Lovely. Now carefully push yourself back up to sitting. Hands at the heart space. Be aware of that space between the eyebrows. Just keep focusing there. Enter the space inside your head and see it as already infinite, extending forever in all directions. This spaciousness that you are is permeated by luminosity. And know this radiance as the soul of the world. So we're going to reach down and we're going to pick up our extended 8th chakra. We're going to pull it back into the 8th at the top of the head. So inhale, pull it all the way up. Feel it coming up. Some of you might be able to feel that it might feel a little bit heavier than you expected. Bring it all the way up. Hands above the head. And just see if you can sense that there is something very subtle there. The big, beautiful ball of glowing energy. Now I want you to share some of that light into all of the chakras. So bring the hands, fingers together and let them come down through the front of the body. So you stop at the third eye, give it a bit of light into the throat, into the heart. Solar plexus, 2nd chakra, down into the root, and then offer some into the planet for healing. Hands back to the heart space. And namaste.